this actually does change everything. Apparently, Kadokawa, the famous producers, distributors like for anime, right? If you don't know them, you've probably seen anime, that they've been involved in, has opened up a new creator program. And now for you, the consumer, it doesn't really matter. Well, it kind of does and not. Because like now, the type of anime content that we can make on YouTube will change. For the better? For the worse? I don't know. Let's listen to this. Okay. Come on, bro. Okay. Number one advice, not that you should be taking YouTube advice from me, but I feel like I should kind of know something. The first 7 seconds you just wasted using a random fucking animation of subscribe to this. People clicking onto your video don't even know your channel. They don't know you. This is the type of video that people watch because it's like a guide or a tutorial. This is tourist content. You fuck them over by wasting their time for the first 7 seconds showing this stupid ass animation doing a call to action when they won't even subscribe. In fact, I'm guarantee you most people just left the video because they were fucking annoyed at this part. You gotta get right to the fucking point.
The past few years, something big has started to change. Japan is finally beginning to recognize the power of anime creators around the world.
Thank God.
For decades, anime videos faced takedowns even when they were reviews, tributes, or deep analyses. But now that's starting to shift. Companies like Kadokawa Corporation, the studio behind Re:Zero, Konosuba, and Sword Art Online have launched official initiatives like the Creator Support Program. The idea is simple. Instead of blocking creators, they share the revenue. Your videos stay online and the profits are split between...
Now, the thing about this is, it sounds good, but Kadokawa doesn't go after reaction content. They don't. There were cases in the past where I think Echidna was making, his video essay about, the greed route. He got struck down for that. That was during, I think, season 2 time. Now, he obviously counter notified and won because it was fair use and transformative content, and Kadokawa has backed down. And ever since then, they don't really go after it. In fact, I've never been in an issue with Kadokawa in my life. The only issue I've been with the producer was Kodansha and King's Records. They are brutal about that shit. If you've seen anime such as, Shangri-La Frontier, for example, right? You know that those reactions are just dead on YouTube because they get struck down immediately, right? So it's interesting how Kadokawa, that has never gone after, copyright struck anime content, is now opening up this program to take the money in, which I think implies 2 things. Obviously, they want to get their share of the money. Makes sense. I think that if this allows people to make more content, like video essays that are not limited to showing just snippets of cuts. Like, for example, the common workaround right now is what? Showing you just like a fraction, a couple seconds of a clip and then moving on such that, it's not one sequence of the entire episode. That's the way to go around it. If that is now gone because now we can show more and have better anime content, then that is a positive. But I wonder what their intent will be with copyright strikes moving forward if you're not part of this program.
You in the studio. It's the beginning of a new era. A fair relationship between fans, critics, and the anime industry. And Kadokawa isn't alone. Big names like Bandai Namco, Capcom, Sega, and even smaller studios are publishing their own fan and creative guidelines. Japan has realized that otaku culture is no longer local, it's global.
It is.
And it needs authentic voices who can speak to the world. So if you're an anime content creator, this is your moment.
This is your moment, guys. So far, sounds good. I don't know what the revenue share percentage will be, right? Will it be something egregious like what, corporate VTubers do? They don't get anything, right? I don't know. Like on a first glance, it sounds like, okay, now we don't have to think about shit getting struck down. And this is specifically for YouTube, I think. I don't know. Like, is this program specifically talking about YouTube content, or is this, anime beyond YouTube? I don't know.
And Kadokawa isn't alone. Big names like Bandai Namco, Capcom, Sega, and even smaller studios are publishing their own fan and creator guidelines. Japan has realized that otaku culture is no longer local, it's global. And it needs authentic voices who can speak to the world. So if you're an anime content creator, this is your moment.
It's not authentic voices speaking to the world. It's them wanting a share of the money that they're missing out on because other people are making content around their anime. That's it.
Keep uploading. Focus on commentary, reviews, and creative edits. And once your channel gets monetized, consider reaching out to
creative edits. So you're telling, doesn't this pretty much hurt more people? You know? Like, of course I'm going to be frowning on the notion that I'm gonna get less YouTube ad revenue. For sure I am. Depends on what the share revenue percentage is. But if this ensures the longevity of my channel and we don't get into these stupid fucking copyright strike situations and we're fearful of making content around that, that's a compromise I'm willing to make. It's just the numbers are really important right now.
Taz, consider.
Yeah, AMV's fan animation like edits, TikTok edits now, right? Stuff like that. This kind of fucks over more people than benefit them. Because as frustrating as copyright strikes are, it doesn't happen that often. There's even more random content creators making their own edits, fan animations, whatever, right? Around anime stuff that they're taking the money from that I don't think should have ever even been copyright struck. So it kind of feels like a very Yakuza way, you know? Hey, you want to operate here? Pay your taxes. We'll protect you. But if you don't pay your taxes, oof, I mean, you got a newborn child recently, right? It'd be so sad if something happened. Oh yeah, here's a backpack. It's a gift for your new kid, you know, that's going to school. I hope nothing terrible happens to them. You better pay your taxes or we can't protect you. It's that kind of vibes.
Reaching out to programs like Katakos. It could be your next big step. Turning your passion into a profession and becoming part of the bridge between Japan and the rest of the world.
Holy, this is glazing so fucking hard. Your voice will now be heard. It's your time. This is why, you know, obviously videos like this are compromised. They have a specific agenda to push to make this as morally, ethically as good as possible. And that, listen, you can become somebody. Just let me take your fucking money. Thank you for watching. Damn, what a fucking shill video. What an absolute shill video. However, even if it's a shill video, I think that there's definitely good aspects about this. The pros are safety, right? That you won't be copyright struck. Now, there's a lot of different producers. How many different content creator support programs do we need to get in? And not only that, this is like just in Japanese. So if I click onto this application link, right? Where's this shit? Okay, it does help. Participation in the YouTube Partner Program details is required for this application. I've done that, right? You will need to sign up for the Creator Support Program offered by Kadokawa in a multi-channel work, sure, and pay a service fee from the YouTube fee generated. Payment for a fee for the use of copyright works to rights holder through the company may be required upon separate... Okay, hold on. So, you need to pay a service fee from the YouTube revenue generated. That already is a tax on the YouTube ad revenue. Payment of a fee for the use copyright works to the right holder through the company may be required upon separate agreement. Are we getting double taxed? Is this shit double taxed right now? Let's look at this, right? I think that the number, I'm trying to look at like what is the actual number of the distribution. But I think that while it does look good that you will be protected under this program, I think that even more people are threatened by this if they pursue actions if you don't participate in this and they're taking money from it. So again, on one hand, it feels like, oh, great. Wow, we're protected. On the other hand, y'all just bullying us into paying up a fee even though this is already transformative content. Because if you're re-uploading the episode, then yeah, I get it. That's fucking copyright violations. But if you make some money off of that re-uploaded content, maybe they should take a split. Because let's think about this at the core principle of this, right? Why am I arguing so hard against reaction content or video essays and stuff like this from being protected from this tax? Because if you think at the core of it, the principle is, yeah, we're working off of something. There needs to be some sort of source material that we're discussing. So shouldn't that standard be imposed for everybody? You know what I mean? That standard, I feel like for Hollywood movies, anything, that's a tricky fucking Pandora's box you're opening up. That's why fair use and transformative content exist. It's because we're not uploading content that is a market replacement. You are forcing us to pay a fee to make content based on your shit, even though we're already doing free advertisement. You're not paying us to fucking react to this shit. We're doing this because we love it and also we can profit from the transformative content we've made. So the more I think about this, the more I realize, the standards and the principles are very hypocritical compared to everything else. Specifically for Japanese animation and stuff, it sounds like a fucking Yakuza tax fee you're being imposed on. Nah, fuck you, bro. Nah, this a fucking scam. This a fucking scam. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the new era. And maybe the ad revenue share is worth it. And maybe there is an amicable compromise that we can make such that anime tubers can continue to make content they want. Even better content since they're not limited by copyright stuff anymore. And the credible sources will be given their share of the revenue. Really? You believe that?